Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. This is my prevailing match against KilRoy. For me it is Japan, and KilRoy took over the Allies. This is the game version 27, the new extended map. And scenario 1, the standard, no modifications. I am just still trying to save my operations at Townsville, Australia, with a new invasion to later maybe link up, and I hope that my reinforcements arrive before KilRoy can bring in additional troops to wipe out my first attempt to take Townsville. We will see. This is normally the biggest threat I have all over the map. This was maybe the convoy from the last turn, so the destroyer was not able to really damage my submarine, and at least I can pick up here one cargo ship out of 5 ships. So one is maybe a destroyer and 4 cargo ships. Now there's 1 cargo ship less arriving Karachi. These are now my carriers scouting Calcutta port. There are some British corvettes, good anti-submarine ships, but nothing more. Sweeping Maya, still no enemy cap, so I can go in and strike. I think this is an airport attack. Oh, plus a cargo ship. Get a 800 kilogram bomb again. Still only on fire, not heavy damage. Some ground attacks. Also attacks against the British. More. And this is the next attempt to attack here my air force, but without escort it's not so easy. And my flag is also too powerful to come in medium altitude, or low, maybe you can maybe call it low altitude. So the allies are detecting my carriers, but no radio missiles. Not sure why. And here's now an attack. with torpedo bombers. And unluckily, here happened something because of a misclick. I more or less bring my carriers in range to lure out the enemy torpedo bombers or air force, and then I won't use normally my zeros to kill them. But I misclick and send all of my escort or fighters in training mission. And this super small airstrike of 5 torpedo bombers are landing 2 torpedo hits on my carriers. Unluckily. Very unluckily. This is some horizontal attack out of Imphal, maybe, I'm not sure. Chittagong is also possible, but these are still normally not the best aircraft to attack ships, so they're all missing. Now now my zeros waking up. Too late, of course. But I have here 102 fighters normally ready. So that is then kill. No chance more. Now some ascenders, not sure what you want to call them, recon bombers. I think they are similar to this Japanese Key 51 light scout bomber. One is able to pass by, but no hit. More Blenheims. Getting more destroyed. Which my carrier is 2 torpedo hits is a little much, and they are both critical hits. Yeah. This is unlucky. It was really the best possible attack for KilRoy, that 5 torpedo bombers are able to create 2 torpedo hits. And both critical hits on my ship. Can happen, but it's really unlucky. So now my attack here at Australia, and I'm able to defeat the Australian garrison. Some Catalinas are also here, getting destroyed on the ground. And this is maybe a change of war in Australia. That I mean, I was able to achieve my victory at Darwin, but at the Townsville I failed. So I hope I can still create a relief attempt to free my army there. So this Chinese forces are also surrendering. And there was this bombardment. More. So normally not a bad turn up to the moment that I catch 2 torpedoes with my carrier. And the original attempt to lure out enemy aircraft was successful, and I also kill a lot, but too late. So this is really dangerous, and this game really don't have any backup function for this. It's always the player's fault at the end, most of the time. So you can see that for first, the good news is I was able to kill 41 enemy aircraft. A lot of Blenheims coming, Lysanders, Catalinas, these are also destroyed maybe on the ground. So high losses, air losses. And so far, I was also able to sink here one cargo ship, and yeah, and this was a ship under construction in the port. DF. It's a submarine hunter. So my carrier is. I have a cover force I can service. I had, my aircraft, all is fine, but my carrier is. Number one problem is the very high flotation damage plus engine damage, so I have no steam left, so I cannot reach a port. And I'm also burning. So a torpedo hits normally creating engine damage, maybe system damage, plus flooding. But the fire is more or less a problem now. If there was no fire, then I maybe could go away, but fire will always increase system damage. So this is very. Both torpedoes, or at least one torpedo, was a really critical lucky hit. And it looks like this kind of ships. It's normally, this is not a true fleet carrier. The game counted like a fleet carrier, but it's normally a conversion from a steamer, from a passenger ship. So it is lightly built. You can see that the armor is minimum. Yeah, very likely I will lose this ship. I can try to reach a port, but where's the next port? And I can only make 1 hex per turn, so I need. Maybe I can go to this dot base and make some emergency repair, but then I must also get some engineers here and still need 1 week to reach this hex. And I must also protect my carrier. So only if I can protect against any follow-up attacks, submarines. Normally, this would be now very easy picking for a submarine because the ship is so slow. There's no maneuver value more. So if there's a submarine can find this carrier, then it's normally dead end. Good. Can happen. I sunk 3 or 4 allied carriers, so to lose here now my first own fleet carrier is not good, but yeah, could be worse. The successful story of Australia, I took the base. My units are more or less now maybe too weak to continue, but I took the base, most important, so I can bring in now fresh troops and unload here without enemy fire. And then I can march on Townsville. So far I don't see here too many units, but I was not able to attack here with the little I have. Navy Guard units are not really good for attacking, not this kind of war. And I have 1 full division is in good shape, but this is really only for defense. And the rest was inactive, I think. Yeah. So only to see what is the situation. No, not this one. So ship sunk. Official, I get the report that I sunk Yorktown and 2 British carriers, but I think there's at least 1 more allied carrier going down. I think Enterprise, Saratoga, I think they both also sunk. So maybe KilRoy lost at least 3, but I think up to 5 fleet carriers. I lost so far only 1 escort carrier. And now maybe 1 of my first fleet carriers. Good. And you can also see that air losses are still in favor for me. 2,500 against 800 roughly. So kill ratio at least from 3 to 1. Good. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.